Diecast Norbs is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say some shit. Viewer and parental discretion is advised. Hello everyone out there, to all my hooligans out there in the stellar reaches of space and beyond. This is Diecast Norbs, Galactic Hooligan, and I'm actually doing this with one arm today and everything, as I can actually, I kind of like completely forgot my tripod altogether. But this is actually kind of like what I'm actually going to call an impromptu review, poolside edition, you know. So today we're actually going to be taking a good look at T-Rex Megatron. I'm actually really loving this guy. I hope you do too. I'm just gonna do a quick review here and everything and see how this actually comes out in this sunniest of places and everything. You know, I am loving being out here today. We decided to just take a quick trip to the pool and everything like that to cool off on a hot day and everything. So let me show you a little bit about this. I was actually just going to take poolside pictures, but I got inspired. So let me give you a good look at this guy. You can actually hear that some parties are actually going to start going on and everything like that. So I'm actually going to be real quick. So as always, be a hero, wear a mask, make sure that you actually do that for everyone around you. Make sure you do it for your friends, family, your arch villains, because they are making things happen for you. I have the one-legged nun walking the dog right across from me, and I think she's actually teamed up with unibrow person or something, you know what I mean? Like I saw some things actually happening, and she's in my head again. She's in my head, you know? So be a hero, wear a mask, and make sure you actually get vaccinated out there. I actually just got my second shot just like a little while ago and everything, and things are actually working out pretty nicely and everything. I am super thankful that I was actually able to get that done. Also, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Also, you're actually getting me to a milestone, 300. Actually one more person away from 300 viewers and everything. I really appreciate you all for joining me today. So without further ado, let's take a look at this dude. So on a semi-windy day, let's take a look at T-Rex Megatron in his very, very tubular, titanic, tumultuous Tyrannosaurus mode. He is so freaking awesome. I really love this guy so much. It took me a while to actually get some of the transformation bits down and everything like that, only because of the fact that he actually uses this really amazing texture that when you actually feel it all around and everything like that, it's actually supposed to feel more like skin, you know? But he is actually very, very cool. The skin parts and everything will actually stop you from or not stop you, but it'll actually kind of get in the way of a transformation and everything. But let's see, this guy is just really well colored and everything all around. Look at those teeth. That is great, and they didn't even leave out his two front teeth or anything like that, so that's actually great. It's just toothy all around and everything, you know. And I love this little bit. When you actually open his mouth, he actually opens just super wide and everything like that. It looks so natural. I love that. The way his beady eyes actually come out and everything like that. That red is really so cool, you know. Let's just go around, and they even bring the color over to his underside too and everything, you know. Really, really well done on Megatron and everything. I really think that this is actually great. I don't have anything to compare him with right now or anything like that, but know that comparisons will be coming a little bit later on and everything like that, as we actually get into more and more of this guy and everything, you know. But as always, he looks great by the poolside and everything. I'm trying to balance him out while the wind is actually blowing right now and everything, you know. very, very cool. He has points of articulation. He actually does have turning neck. You can actually like just break up hit like a lot of like everything around here and everything like that. Like the way they actually have everything, I kind of wish that they actually like put like another level of skin or like plastic right over here to like kind of like counterbalance that and everything, because when he actually moves his neck, it actually just kind of like leaves everything so off balance and everything like that, breaks up the magic there and everything. The magic's still there, but like it's still kind of like not, you get me? So there's a point over here also, like when you're actually clipping it in robot mode and everything like that, where you're actually going from robot mode to dinosaur mode, you're actually kind of like missing a clipping point that's actually right on the inside. And it's kind of like, I actually kind of like feel like it's actually like kind of a loose connection. So you actually have to just kind of like make that like a little bit better and everything like that. I'm actually thinking about using Kiki Fix in order to fix that up and everything, but that's pretty much it. For other points of articulation, you actually have like his dino hands being able to move up and down like this. No further articulation in the arms. You actually have like back and forth with the dinosaur legs here and everything. You actually have knee articulation. You actually have like a dorsiflexion right over here that carries on into robot mode. You actually have like an ankle pivot. So it's actually very, very cool, like all together. Just like a very, very great transfer, like dinosaur mode. I'm loving this. I'm gonna try to like see if there's a way that I can one-handedly transform this or something. Transformation is actually very cool. Right now I'm actually having my lovely assistant actually help me out on this and everything like that. So I really appreciate her for joining me. Sarah, my love, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love the fact that she actually put her thumb in there. So transformation is actually very, very cool. Although a little lackluster and everything because of the skin parts. So what you're actually going to do is you're going to lift the legs right up over here and over here, thereby disjointing this piece right over here. Remember that peg that I was actually telling you about? This is the peg right over, these are the pegs right over here. You might have to, depending on like your copy, you might have to get like either floor polish or like whatever your super glue is and everything. I'm actually going to use my Kiki's Fix Loose Joints to actually fix that, but that will actually come apart quite a bit and everything like that. Also, make sure that when you're actually transforming him, let's like open this up a little bit. There's a piece right underneath the dinosaur belly over here that's actually connected. And because of this soft skin kind of tissue and everything, it's actually going to come apart. So you want to be careful with that also and everything. But he actually works pretty well. So I'm just going to keep going. You actually have a clip that goes right in here and in here. And you just want to unclip that. You want to bring the legs out right over here and here, and then bring them up like so, and like so, and then join them right in the middle, right over here. So let's see, there are a couple of clipping points right here, going in here. There we go. And now we just want to open this belly right up over here. We'll bring down, these are actually spring mounted joints right over here. So just like let them do their thing. Extend that arm just a little bit. Release his head. We want to rotate the whole entire upper torso portion and bring his legs down. Are you getting everything? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, you want to clip this piece from here to in here. But before we actually do that, sorry about that guys and girls, we're actually going to just bring this wing right in here and in here. Now, once we actually finish that off, we'll clip the whole entire upper torso right into here. Here we are. Thank you, by the way, for doing that. There we go. Bring this all down like this in this configuration. Bring this up here and clip it into the back. Then bring these legs down. See, I actually thought that we could actually kind of like do it like this, but you're actually having this like little arm section right over here, this little groove. you'll actually be showing that, and I kind of like thought he'd actually look cooler with the wings. I was completely wrong. So bring that down like this. Then all you want to do is fix up his arms, and then this piece right over here is actually that skin material that I was actually talking about. So you want to bring this out and try to like get those flaps out of the way, because they actually do get in the way quite a bit when you're actually doing this and this. Sometimes it actually works a little bit better and sometimes it doesn't. Then just bring this claw end like so, and there we go. Once you've actually done that, all you want to do is like move these up, get these missile pods up and on his hip. There we go. And we did it. Yay!
Yay!
And now we actually have a tyrannical Megatron ready for destruction. So I'm going to take you by the poolside, and then we will actually finish off this review. Thank you for bearing with me through this. Thank you. And so, my fine hooligans, I am actually doing a retake of this part of the video because much to my chagrin, when I actually got back home and everything to check everything out for editing, it looked like I had actually, or we had actually just like hit high speed video recording and everything. So I actually got like a lot of like high speed in-depth coverage and everything, and I was just like, no vocals whatsoever or anything, or else it would have been funny. But just to be candid with you and everything like that, I'm actually redoing this again. So I'm actually going to do this part of the video, and this is actually going to be comparisons, because I didn't have any comparisons poolside or anything. And I figured that since I can actually give you a little bit more of like what he looks like up close and in person, I figured I'd actually do this. This is actually a pretty cool Megatron, actually. I am loving everything about this guy. Them colors. Oh man, them colors are just great. But I want to give you a quick comparison and everything, and we are going to give you Megatron with Huffer, Megatron with Voyager Optimus Prime, and I'm actually going to say Voyager right now because he doesn't have the trailer or anything, but this is actually supposed to be leader class, and this is actually supposed to be leader class, you know, just so you actually get like a little bit more distinction into what we're actually talking about here and everything, you know. And a comparison over here between Beast Wars Megs and Beast Wars Optimus Prime. Excuse me, guys and girls who are actually like into the Beast Wars series and everything, but I really love how these two actually look together. They are wonderful. I really love like how like dynamic both of these figures actually are and everything like that. And my only gripe with Primal here is that I wish he could actually open his mouth and bare his fangs and everything like that at Megatron, also at T-Rex Megatron here, you know? That would have actually been awesome. I'm going to give you a quick size-up comparison in robot mode. And in a size-up comparison here, we actually have Beast Wars Megatron here with Optimus Prime, with Huffer here from the Kingdom line, and with Optimus Primal here. And I really could not be happier with the way these two actually came out here and everything. They are both so super dynamic and everything. And I'll tell you one thing, Beast Wars was actually what really got me back into collecting again and everything, when I was actually like when I actually restarted going back into my collecting days. So it's actually really cool for me to see both of these together in their full values. They're amazing. And as you well know, Megatron and Optimus Primal are actually Blast Effects compatible and everything, so you can actually get all of your real dynamic jobs with these and everything too. I love the way they look. This is actually really cool. This is actually a great Megatron. I'm just going to go through a little bit of articulation here, and I am loving it. And there's some things that I'm actually like not as in love with and everything. Always, whenever you actually have something in the middle over here, it always tends to unclip and everything. So like when you actually have like pelvic areas that actually join like right over here and everything in transformation. You're not always going to get the best results or anything like that, but I am really loving that face. That face is actually very, very awesome. My only gripe with that is that mine, if you can actually tell right over here, let's clear that up. Mine isn't as well painted or anything like that, like right on the sides. And I kind of feel as though I might have to like get some paint. Hopefully I can actually match it up with what we actually have over here. But you know, that's actually it right there. Like I kind of like feel as though that should have actually been painted a little bit better. And I would have actually I would really think that they should have actually just painted the nose altogether. But I guess I want to think that that is actually still like the animation model for Megatron and everything. I'm not exactly sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below if you actually know. Also, I love the Predacon crest right over here. Hold on, let's see if we could clear that up. Look at that. That's really nice, and just a testament into how far technology has actually come now and everything. When you can actually get that crest, that small little Predacon crest, right in the middle of his forehead and everything, you know? And that's really, really cool. I love all the dynamic body details here and everything like that. I'm actually loving this design, and I'm actually hearing that there are actually upgrades for him already. So I can't wait to check those upgrades out and everything, and maybe there's like an It's Alive that'll actually have to do just for that reason, you know? But he actually comes with a 360 on the head right over here. He has a slight up, and if you actually break up the transformation a little bit and everything, you could actually get like a little bit more of an up stance right over here. If you break up the transformation, he can actually look down, so that's not too bad. And I really like the way they actually did that. I think he actually has a ball socket in here, but I really can't tell. Let's see, he has got a hinge joint right over here by the shoulder. He's actually got like a hinge right over here by the underside of his shoulder. He actually has bicep rotation. He goes about 90 degrees on his elbow. For some reason, on this arm, he actually does this, you know, on this hand, you know? So like, whatever that's for, maybe he actually has like an optional spare or something like that you could actually put over there. That's actually okay, you know? I'm actually waiting to like fill this up with aftermarket products and everything like that. So once I can actually get that done, I'd be super happy with this. He actually has like the claw, so he can actually give you the clamps, you know. He has a rotation over here that carries over from his dinosaur mode. He actually has an asymmetrical body, so you know the other side of his arm is actually going to do like a little bit different, like a few other different things and everything. So like you actually do have like a slight butterfly that's actually coming right over here on his shoulder. He actually has like a bicep rotation over here. He actually has a bend right over here. Of course, you know, you can actually open that mandible up and everything like that, and everything comes along with it, including the top of the head. He can actually do this also. Like he actually has like a little bit of a bend right over here, so you can actually use that for play value also. I'm not exactly sure why they didn't find a way to extend this so you can actually rotate the head around, but that's actually Beast Wars engineering right there. He actually has a rotation right over by the waist. He can actually kick up that high, back that far and everything, which is actually pretty far considering the fact that he actually does have some kibble on the back. So that's really not bad. He can actually go out, not as far as saying the full kung fu kick or anything like that, but he actually does have some limitations, but he's really not too bad or anything, not too shabby. No thigh rotation, but he actually does have like a lower knee rotation right over here. Bend right over here by the back of the leg and everything like that. So that's actually pretty nice. I like that a lot. He actually has ankle pivot right over here, which is actually great. And he also has dorsiflexion, and that's actually really nice. And so like that actually makes a really well-rounded Megatron. and I think he's actually pretty cool. If you haven't added Megatron into your collection, I know that he's actually really hard to find. I actually found mine over at Bits and Buttons, which is like one of my local toy shops and everything, and I actually kind of like found him accidentally because I didn't realize that he was actually going to be around there or anything like that. And every single store that I've actually seen, as far as like Walmart or Target or any of the other brick and mortar stores, haven't been carrying him or anything like that. So I really lucked out when I actually found Megatron here. Thanks to Bits and Buttons. I really love that place. I think that every single one of you, if you actually have like a local toy shop around your area, please support them, because you never know exactly what you might find, and sometimes you might find like a really great nugget of gold right over here and everything that's Megatron, and I think that's actually really great. By the way, I did think that I could actually kind of like pivot these out of the way and everything to make wings for the back and everything like that. And I thought it would have actually been like a little bit cooler and everything. But it all depends on you guys and everything like that. Like if that's actually something you want to do, you can actually do it. I'm not exactly sure if I'm actually like so into like leaving these out and leaving these rails out and to be seen or anything. So I'm actually just gonna leave mine back over here like this and like this. I just figured I'd actually share like another transformation option, So there we go. And that's Beast Wars Kingdom Megatron. I really think that he's actually worth the look and everything. So like if you actually do get him, know you're actually getting a really quality toy with this guy and everything. I'm actually really super impressed with him. And I'm actually going to give you my final thoughts in just a bit. So, since so much actually went wrong with the last video that it was the last part of the video that I was actually doing, I actually decided that I really wanted to finish off this poolside edition of Megatron. So I borrowed a pool just so I could actually do this thing. But should you get Megatron, T-Rex Megatron is fantastic. Yeah, you should actually get him. It depends, but it also depends on like what you're actually into collecting and everything also, I really love this guy a lot. I can't say enough about him. I actually got him by chance over at Bits and Buttons. That's actually in Fort Lauderdale. But if you actually really want to find a hard to find figure, I'm pretty sure that some of your mom and pop's toy company or toy stores or comic stores may even have him and everything, He's actually really worth the price of admission. He's worth getting, And I really think he is great. So, take it from me, Diecast Norbs. Add this guy to your collection, and that's it for me for today. I am really super appreciative of all of you for 300 plus subscriptions. I'm really stoked. I can't believe how lucky I am to have each and every one of you supporting me. Thank you so much. My next goal is gonna be 400, so I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm actually doing, and please keep on watching me and everything, And I really love the fact that we live in a place over here where we can actually all have like this goodness over here and everything, But whatever your weather is, wherever you are, I hope that you're actually remaining safe, kind, and make sure that you actually be kind to each other out there, because it is actually in short supply. Be kind to yourselves also, and pay it forward. Also, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. Thanks a lot for joining me again, and I will definitely talk to you soon.